Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dhian. For this opportunity, I would like to explain about quantitative research. What is quantitative research? According to Sugiono, quantitative method is a research method based on the philosophy of positivism, which is used to examine certain population or samples which are generally taken randomly, and data are collected using research instruments then analyzed quantitatively or statistically with the purpose of testing the established hypothesis. The quantitative method has been used for a long time, so that it has become a tradition as a method for research. This method is a scientific method because it has fulfilled the principles of scientific principles, namely concrete, objective, measurable, rational, and systematic. Quantitative method is a research method that deals with numbers that are analyzed with statistical techniques to analyze the result. Operationalization. What is operationalization? Operationalization means turning abstract concepts into measurable observations. Through operationalization, we can systematically collect data or processes and phenomena that aren't directly observable. Operationalization example, the concept of social anxiety can't be directly measured, but it can be operationalized in many different ways. Why operationalization matters? In qualitative research, it's important to precisely define the variables that we want to study. Without transparent and specific operational definition, researchers may measure irrelevant concepts or inconsistently apply methods. Operationalization reduces subjectivity and increases the reliability of our study. How to operationalize concepts? There are three main steps for operationalization. The first, identify the main concepts we are interested in studying. Based on our research interest and goal, define our topic and come up with an initial research question. The second, choose a variable to represent each of the concepts. Our main concept may each have many variables or properties that we can measure. The third, select indicator for each of our variables. To measure our variables, decide on indicators that can represent them numerically. Strength of operationalization. The first, empiricism. Scientific research is based on observable and measurable findings. Operational definition breaks down intangible concepts into recordable characteristics. The second, objectivity. The standardized approach for collecting data leaves little room for subjective or biased personal interpretation of observation. The third, reliability. A good operationalization can be used consistently by other researchers if other people measure the same thing using our operational definition. They should all get the same result. Limitation of operationalization. Operation definition of concepts can sometimes be problematic. The first, underdetermination. Many concepts vary across different time periods and social settings. For example, poverty is a worldwide phenomenon, but the exact income level that determines poverty can differ significantly across countries. The second, reductive Rational definition can easily miss meaningful and subjective perception of concept by trying to reduce complex concepts to numbers. For example, asking consumers to rate their satisfaction with a service on a 5-point scale will tell you nothing about why they felt that way. Lack of universality, context-specific operationalization help preserve real-life experiences, but make it hard to compare studies if the measure differs significantly. For example, corruption can be operationalized in a wide range of ways. Perception of corrupt business practice or frequencies of bribe requests from public officials, but the measure may not consistently reflect the same concept. Quantitative data analysis. Once data is collected, we may need to process it before it can be analyzed. For example, survey and test data may need to be transformed from words to numbers. Then we can use statistical analysis to answer our research questions. Descriptive statistics will give a summary of our data and include measures of averages and variability. We can also use graphs, scatter plots, and frequency tables to visualize our data and check for any trends or outliers. Using inferential statistics, we can make prediction or generalization based on our data. We can test our hypothesis or use our samples data to estimate the population. Example of descriptive and inferential statistics. We hypothesize the first year college students procrastinate more than fourth year college students. We collect data on procrastination levels of the two groups using 7-point self-rating scales. First, we use descriptive statistics to get a summary of the data. We find the mean and the mode of procrastination of the two groups and plot the data to see if there are any outliers. Next, we perform inferential statistics to test our hypothesis. Using t-tests to compare the mean ratings of the two groups, we find a significant difference and support for our hypothesis. We can also assess the reliability and validity of our data collection method to indicate how consistently and accurately our method actually measures what we wanted. That's all for me. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.